Desmond Bane slump. We ain't got to go into too much detail. We winning. That's number one. But do you take? What's your thoughts on it, bro? Like how you feel about this slump? Do you think it's an issue? Do you think it's an injury? Do you think it's just a regular? Because he done had these before. That's what I'm not understanding. He has a slump damn near every year to start the season at some point. It's maybe not the first week, maybe it's not the first month, but he always has an early slump and then he busts out and go on like 6, 7, 30-point games. What's your thoughts? Like, because I don't really care right now.
First of all, I want to say he's not injured. Like people keep saying, "Oh, he's still hurt." With our history of our sports medicine staff, you really think they'll let that man play if he was actually like, come on, like let's be rational.
They got booty sores. They said that man out.
Like, bro, if a dude got a hangnail, if this was actually hurt as injury, not say injury prone, as his history of injuries, do they really think they'll let Dez play? First, he's not injured, number one. So let's get that out the way. People, because I was talking, my brother pieced me. He was like, when we was watching the game, because he was in town too. Mm-hmm. He was like, "Oh, look at Dez, he's going down. He didn't have the same aggressiveness." I'm like, it's defense. He has help down there. Why would he be going down with a head of steam? He's not injured, so please get that out the mind. But I'm not, like I said, like I said during this whole issue, not the whole issue, this whole podcast. I'm not worried about Jan or Dez because they've shown what they can do in high pressure situations. Do I love that he's playing like this? No, but a good thing about our team that we have a Sunshine Dunn, we have these guys that can make up for when one of our star guys isn't playing well. Mm-hmm. The only guy that really can't go on a slump is Ja Morant. Jaren Jackson can go on a slump next week, and I feel like we'll still be okay because we have enough guys to make up for it. Mm-hmm. Ja Morant, what he does, no one can replace what he does. I'm sorry. I love you. Like, I love you, Scotty. I love you, Smart. Y'all can't replace. Yeah, like I'm only saying Scotty because Scotty was starting in front of Ja. Well, not in front. He was starting for Ja when Ja was out.
I got you.
I'm not worried. Like, I'm not worried. People have to understand once you come off an injury, you have to get back into a rhythm, and he's just slowly getting back to his rhythm. But he's still playing good defense. He's still doing the little things on the floor. He's still rotating properly. He's still in his position. He's just missing shots. It isn't like he's airballing. He's just simply, his shot isn't falling. So the fact that people, especially Grizz Nation, is really blowing this out of the water, it don't really sit right with me because in the playoffs, this may happen, but he still got to keep hooping. We're not going to sit Desmond Bane. We're not going to bench him and play him only 15 minutes a game. So he's going to have to shoot out of it. He's one of our 3 best players. He's going to be fine. So I'm not really too hung up on it. Honestly, I'm confident because Dez, in my opinion, being the most level-headed leader type on this team. But Ja Morant's been very level-headed this year. So Ja Morant may be going with Dez on that because his mentality seems very different, as we talked about earlier. Yeah. But because the type of guy Desmond is, very level-headed, very headstrong, very self-disciplined, he's going to be fine. So I'm not too worried, honestly.
Yeah, I'm gonna one of my group chats, somebody pointed out like him going in a straight line like he was okay, but like him making cuts or him trying to get around a defender, it looked like maybe his back was still bothering him. And I've heard people say this maybe for the last 2 years, that back injury that he had against the Timberwolves, that it's gonna be lingering for a long time. And then you see him on the sideline. I see it on TV, but when I was at the game, I noticed it way more. Like for some reason, I don't know. I hope that's not the issue. I hope that. I mean, I say that if you have, take it from me as a person that has back pain. Maybe I don't know what the degree is with this. Is most stuff I can do without too much pain. But if you're talking about oblique, I mean, think about it. That's up here, bro, and he's a shooter. It could be in his head. You come back from an injury, it could literally be in his head.
What I was about to say. Exactly what I was about to say. It's a whole mental. As we play sports and the other people that's watching play sports, when you've had an injury like that, it takes you a minute for you to trust your body again, to just play free.
We're not common at basketball. That's what it's like Paulo. That's like not, how you got 2 guys with oblique injuries. This weird.
It's the same thing. Like, that's a football injury, and neither of those guys like. So the fact that it was so abnormal in a sport that's not normal for that to happen, I'm not surprised if Desmond Bane is a little more hesitant, maybe when he's shooting the ball because he has to trust his body, or maybe when he's driving to the bucket, like these things happen. So it's that was I forgot what my second point was, but that's my main point. Like he probably has to trust himself again. He just has to. Yeah. And I don't think just because my second point that just came to. These are professional athletes. They've been playing basketball for probably most part of their life. All of them are going to be feeling something. Like I don't want to minimize his injury. I don't want to say he's being soft or anything like that. But nobody's perfect. Like Desmond Bane's probably been playing high level basketball since he's probably been in middle school. Probably that's a lot of wear and tear on Desmond Bane. He's 25, I think 24, 26, something like that. Like that happens. So if he has a little heating pad around his waist, like, okay, that's something he wants to do, something he probably has to do. Probably the sports medicine staff has him on a regimen every time he gets out the game. He probably has to be on it for 5 or 6, 7 minutes. Like, it's wear and tear on the body. He has to trust himself again. With those two things, I'm not worried about Desmond Bane at all. I'm simply not when the rubber meets the road, he'll be ready. He had a good game last night. He had 16, I think. I think he was like 7 for 17 for shooting. He looked
good direction to be in.
Let me look real quick. He had 136. Yeah, he had 16.6 rebounds, 6 assists, 7-15 for shooting. Right under 50%. 2 for 8 from 3, which isn't that great, but at least he getting them up. Like that's why I say things with Ja. Shoot him. Like everybody, if you open shoot that Ja, I'd rather y'all shoot the ball to put pressure on defense than not shooting the ball at all. So this probably his best game in the past few games. He's still rebounding. He's still getting assists. We're fine. I think I said we had like 35 assists as a team. Like we're all sharing about. Like if this was 2021, 2022, I'll be more worried because more things were asked for Dez to do that. But like I said, through this whole show, we are a deep team. They don't have to do it. Jared, and Dez don't have to do as much in the regular season as of right now to win these games. They just simply don't. So we can afford Dez maybe going through a shooting slump for maybe 6 to 10 games if we're still winning, and that's exactly what's happening.